I'll call this meeting of the Upshur County Commission to order. We'll begin with a moment of silent meditation followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and prayer. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, everyone. Joyce, I have to say that you appear before us, and we have a few minutes yet before you and Brill make your presentation. But you appear before us so often that we should reserve a spot for you. For permanent, just put your name on a plaque over by the corner of the front row there, because
I have some extra plaques.
you came prepared, huh?
No, I didn't bring it. But
Okay. Jackie, could you please read the minutes from last week's commission meeting?
Good morning.
Good morning, Jackie.
The County Commission of Upshur County, West Virginia held their regular meeting at the Courthouse Annex on Thursday, March 27, 2014 at 9 a.m. J.C. Rafferty called the meeting to order. There were present J.C. Rafferty, Commissioner, Donnie Tenney, Commissioner, Troy Brady, Commissioner, Megan Pomeroy, County Administrator, Carrie Wallace, Assistant County Administrator, and Jacqueline Dinklocker, Secretary. The meeting began with a moment of silent meditation and prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. All motions passed unanimously unless otherwise stated. After reading of the minutes on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approves the regular meeting minutes of March 20, 2014 as submitted. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approved the meeting minutes of the Upshur County Canvass, February 8, 2014, school levy election. J.C. Rafferty provided a review of correspondence to the West Virginia Department of Transportation from the Upshur County Commission, requesting the ownership of the Upshur County Youth Camp Bridge to be transferred to the West Virginia Department of Highways in order to ensure that inconsistencies in the maintenance and condition of bridges in Upshur County are eliminated. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approved and authorized the President to sign and send the correspondence. J.C. Rafferty provided a review of the Upshur County 2014-2015 fiscal year budget. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approved the budget proposal as submitted. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approves Shania Cochran as volunteer for the Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approved and authorized the President to sign the West Virginia Justice Assistant Grant Program application and related documents in the amount of $28,000 for the continued funding of the Prevention Resource Officer at the Buchanan Upshur Middle School. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approved and authorized the President to sign the West Virginia Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management Sub-Grant Award application and related documents in the amount of $31,242 for the funding of operations for the Office of Emergency Management. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approved and authorized the President to sign the West Virginia Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management Sub-Grant Award application and related documents in the amount of $45,000. Grant funds will be used to supply local fire departments with handheld, interoperable WVSIRN-capable radios. After discussion on motion by Troy Brady, seconded by Donnie Tenney, the Commission approved and authorized the President to sign the court security grant application and related documents in the amount of $12,511. Grant funds will be used to purchase court security equipment. After discussion on motion by Troy Brady, seconded by Donnie Tenney, the commission approved the following advertising for bids. Courthouse Annex Condensing Unit. Pre-bid meetings will be held on April 9, 2014. Deadline for submission of sealed bids is May 8, 2014 by 9 a.m. E911 Communications Center Radio Improvements. Deadline for the submission of sealed bids is April 17, 2014 by 9 a.m. WV-SIRN approved handheld radios for Upshur County Office of Emergency Management. Deadline for submission of sealed bids is April 10, 2014 by 8 a.m. Megan Pomeroy reviewed correspondence from E911 Communications Center Director Steve Linger concerning the successful completion of dispatcher training of Eric J. Sterling, Cassandra McManus, and Cammie Dolan. With completion of training, pay increases will be effective at the rate of $10 per hour as of March 23, 2014. J.C. Rafferty reviewed the following information items. Number 1, correspondence from City of Buchanan, Mayor Kenneth Davison to the Major General James A. Hoyer, Adjutant General, West Virginia, Army National Guard, requesting consideration for a campus-wide smoke-free policy at the new Armory Complex on Brushy Fork Road. Number 2, correspondence from West Virginia State Auditor's Office, information regarding implementation of Senate Bill 1005, meetings to create methodology for review of the fiscal condition of the county. Number 3, correspondence from Tactics, Tucker All Hazards Conference Training in Canaan, requesting a donation of $250. No action was taken. J.C. Rafferty advised that the commission will consider the request with possible action at a future meeting. Number 4, correspondence from Adrian Public Service District to Ingrid Farrell, Director, Public Service Commission of West Virginia, concerning emergency interim rates. Number 5, Upshur County E911 Communications Center reports, February 2014, as listed. 6, agendas and/or notices of meetings as listed. Number 7, meeting minutes and/or financial reports as listed. Number 8, meetings as listed. 9, appointment needed or upcoming as listed. The commission approved all invoices for payment. The commission approved all vacation orders. The commission approved the following settlements as listed. The commission approved the following exonerations and/or refunds as listed. The commission approved the following consolidations of land tracts as listed. The commission recessed at 11:15 a.m. The commission reconvened at 1 p.m. Steve Linger, Upshur County E911 Communications Center Director, appeared before the commission and requested to meet in executive session regarding personnel concerns. At 1 p.m. on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the commission entered executive session per West Virginia Code 6-9A-4. There were present J.C. Rafferty, Donnie Tenney, Troy Brady, Megan Pomeroy, and Steve Linger. The commission returned to open session at 1:20 p.m. No decisions were made in executive session. With no further business, on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the commission meeting adjourned at 1:20 p.m.
Thank you, Jackie. Are there any corrections or additions to the minutes as read?
I move to approve as read.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We have a few minutes yet before our first scheduled presentation, so we'll go to items for discussion, action, and approval. We have a correspondence from the Commission to West Virginia State Senator Clark Barnes, State Senator Greg Tucker, and Delegate Bob Ashley regarding ownership at Upshur County Youth Camp Bridge. Those letters are dated each to the respective recipients March 31st of 2014. And on behalf of the Upshur County Commission, we are requesting support for designating the Upshur County Youth Camp Bridge, currently owned by Upshur County, as a state-owned DOH bridge. And as indicated, this is the only bridge in Upshur County which is owned by the county, and we're requesting that the state DOH take responsibility for that bridge, which leads to the youth camp, in order to maintain it and and maintain it on a regular basis.
I move that we approve sending the letters and authorize the president to sign them.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Continuing on, we have a approval for a community participation grant application for Upshur County Literacy Volunteers in the amount of $5,000. And that, let's see, 5 to 7, official funding. And that is a request that the program runs on donations, so we are requesting approval of a forwarding of a community participation grant for purpose of funding the literacy volunteers, the amount of $5,000. Is there a motion to approve the submission of that grant?
So moved.
Second.
Both of them moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next, we have a fiscal year 2014-15 cooperative agreement between the Community Corrections and Upshur County Commission. And this is a request for funding through a state grant for the operation of a community corrections program within Lewis and Upshur counties, West Virginia. And employees of the employees of the Lewis Upshur County Corrections Day Report Center shall be co-employees of Lewis County Day Report Center and Upshur County Commission. And the resolution of the cooperative agreement is that it is resolved that the undersigned on behalf of the County Commission of Upshur County and Lewis Upshur Local Community Criminal Justice Board do hereby agree to this cooperative agreement in consideration of the receipt of state grant funds and for the benefit of its Day Report Center, and basically authorizes the President of Upshur County Commission to sign the cooperative agreement to be submitted with the grant request. Is there a motion to approve the President of Upshur County Commission to sign the cooperative agreement?
So moved.
Second.
Both moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. It is now 9:15 on the dot. And Joyce, would you like to make a presentation relative to a proclamation? You and Burl Smith, I believe, will jointly make a presentation.
I will, well, first let me say I appreciate the opportunity to be here today and to be on your schedule and to present a proclamation on behalf of the citizens of Upshur County for Make It Shine Month. I'm going to read the proclamation, and I'm going to ask Burl. Where'd he go?
He's right behind you.
Where I am sometimes too.
I know the building. Then Burl's going to share with us some of the activities that are coming up in the month of April to celebrate recycling and the opportunity to make Upshur County shine. April 2014, Make It Shine Month. Whereas the Upshur County Commission is aware that West Virginians are taking action to work towards the common goal of a clean, safe environment for this and future generations. And whereas one of our most critical objectives must be to reduce the volume of solid waste being generated by our citizens and being disposed of in landfills. And whereas our legacy as a county, as a state, and as a people rests on our ability to clean up the environment and set the standards for ourselves and future generations. And therefore, we, the Upshur County Commission, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2014 as Make It Shine Month. The Upshur County Commission urges all citizens to participate in programs that would accomplish these objectives. The Upshur County Commission would encourage participation in the Adopt a Highway and Adopt a Spot programs given under our hands the 4th day of April 2014. Signed, Commissioners.
Thank you. Is there a motion to accept the proclamation and attach our signatures to same?
So moved.
Second.
And all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no sign. We will sign the proclamation, Joyce.
Thank you. Burl? Sharon, we have some materials to share with you all as well.
I want to also thank you folks for your work and support relative to making Upshur County shine. As been a severe winter, and I don't think that there's any question about the need for cleanup in Upshur County as you travel the roadways. Probably this is one of the worst springs that we've had as far as litter being along the roadways, and so it's going to take a great effort to do that. There are many things happening to help clean up. We've presented the Adopt a Highway project to you. We had an informational meeting on April the 9th at the middle school, or March the 9th at the middle school, relative to that, and that was worked out well for us. We are having, the state is approaching the Adopt a Highway program with a special day, particularly on April the 26th. That Saturday, of particularly picking up litter on all highways for that week and that day particularly, so that'll be a big day. So we want people to take part in these things. We're having a number of things also. We're having a celebration of recycling at Crossroads Recycling Center, April the 11th and 12th. That's Friday and Saturday, and we encourage you to stop by that. That's at Walmart. As you can see, the banner that we have here, and if you notice the picture, it says, "Please recycle." That's artwork by Kiera, a BU middle school student. We do this each year. We have a poster contest for the middle school students, something relative to making Upshur County shine or recycling or that type of, or making our county green, that type of, I can't think of the right word immediately, but that would be the scope of the poster contest. We will have a judging for next year's picture at our meeting next Monday, a week from Monday, and so there'll be a new picture there. But also, that same picture is on a billboard next to Rick's White's Auto Sales as you travel along the 4-lane. That should have been going up yesterday. And so encouraging people to work on making April shine, making Upshur County shine in the month of April. I have a number of things here that the Solid Waste Authority uses to promote recycling and making Upshur County shine. As you look at these, we've got a grant to purchase these. These are great for grocery bags for you take to the market. You can make a man purse out of it. And I actually use one instead of a gym bag. When I go to exercise, I use one of these type bags for that. So we'll have a number of items we'll just leave here if that's okay for you and the staff to pick up and take with you, so that it'll be you can promote Upshur County in that way. But once again, we thank you for what you do. There have been many questions about a tire day. That will be May the 31st at the City of Buchanan Transfer Station. That's on a Saturday, so that'll be promoted later. So there's a tire disposal day. And one of the big things that is happening by the City of Buchanan, who is not only has waste collection service for the city, but also provides for about half of the citizens of Upshur County picking up waste collection. They will be having a free disposal day, April Make It Shine cleanup time for the residents. That'll be the first and third Saturday for the city residents, and the second and fourth Saturday for the county residents who have the City of Buchanan collection service. It won't be a charge. Bring a pickup load of material there to the transfer station. You will need to show that you are a customer for the City of Buchanan for that. That's the only charge. One thing to note, I'll probably give you some information that you don't know. Then this is one of the things that occasionally you need to know, and if you have it in the back of your mind. There are 2 haulers in Upshur County for residential waste, and one being the City of Buchanan, and the other is Mountain State Waste is the name of it. It's out of Weston, and they will pick up in basically southern Upshur County and also down along the Hackers Creek Road where it joins Lewis County mainly. So there are 2 haulers there. You can store that in the back of your mind for information. Have any questions for us?
Yes, I know annually we normally also have that you advise us about regarding the electronics like computers and things of that nature. Do we have a date when that would be held this year as well?
We have something even better on that.
Oh my, I've led into a segue.
Yes, you have something better
anyway.
on that.
It's continual.
It's continual. The state of West Virginia does not through legislation, does not allow electronics disposed in a landfill now that have to be recycled. So the city of Buchanan will accept all electronics free of charge. You don't have to be one of their customers. You just come in the gate out there and go across the scales, and they take the information, and you can dispose free of charge all electronics. There is one exception. That's the cathode ray tube TVs. There is a charge, and I think it's $20 to get rid of them, and that just covers the city's cost for that.
Would that be considered a monitor for a computer?
Or
Is that
the
a monitor?
old style computer monitor, the same
The
thing.
old style, okay.
Yes.
How do you determine this, if it's old style or new style, brother?
If it's
They
big,
charge-
If it's a- okay, if it's a flat
old
screen,
style.
it's okay.
If
They
it's not
charge
flat screen.
$20, it's the old style.
I was up there yesterday morning to the transfer station and took
Right.
2 old printers and dropped them off, went up on the scales. My gosh, people were lined up like 6 cars deep to go through and do different things. I also, prior to that, had brought, my vehicle was full of boxes, corrugated cardboard that I dropped into the bin there at the recycling center. Of course, you can do that at Crossroads,
Right.
but you need to break them down at Crossroads, and there were several that I was unable to do that with, and I knew that I could take them to Mudlick and get rid of those. Another thing that we're going to be doing, and we have people that ask about, is a shred event. I will be doing that this fall, and we'll let you all know, when that's happening. But we have a lot of folks that ask about that, because
Very good.
it's hard, to get rid of a lot of their documents that are important that they want to shred and get rid of. So we'll be doing that as well. And like Burl said, we'll need some materials. This pin here that we'll be leaving, the outside of it is made out of recycled soda bottles. So, that's important, and we share these at different events and around the community and around the state that we're involved in, to show that, you can reuse, reduce, recycle, and make good products out of it too.
What are the totes recycled from?
I don't think these are recycled material.
Oh, you don't think they are?
No, this would not be recycled material.
But now there's.
But you do recycle it every time you use it instead of disposing it.
Plastic.
What articles are not collected now for recycling? Are glass bottles collected now?
Glass bottles have not been collected since 2005. And the reason being that we cannot get enough, the city of Buchanan cannot get enough money out of it to even pay the haul bill to send it off. And it is a real problem. They want clear glass, and generally that's the most valuable, and it's easy to get contaminated. And once glass is contaminated, you don't go in there and divide it easily. So that.
And it's dangerous for the workers as well. I mean,
Right.
there's several reasons to not do glass, unfortunately. But
But is all plastic recycled?
If you give me the opportunity, I'll give you a lesson, okay? There are plastic bottles that are recycled, and I emphasize plastic bottles, and they're number 1 and number 2, and there's a little triangle on the bottom that in that triangle have a number 1 or number 2, and generally those plastics will have a number from 1 to 7. We only recycle number 1s and number 2s. And number 1s are the pop bottles, the milk jugs, and that type of thing, which are the most commonly used. The others, it's difficult to recycle them and to market them. So the city does a number 1 and number 2 of the plastics. There are 3 papers that are recycled. The corrugated cardboard, emphasize corrugated. I know pizza boxes are made out of corrugated cardboard, but once you've used them and get that grease on them, we don't recycle the pizza boxes that way. But the corrugated cardboard, the newspaper, magazine, anything that comes in the mail can be put together. And that is another product. And then the office paper, such as your
Photocopies.
all of that type of copy paper is office paper. And that's one of the types of papers that will be shredded for the shred event. materials you get back from the bank or whatever that you don't want to have open to the public, they can be shredded, and that will be this fall, that shred event. We have a grant to pay for that event, so we will be doing that this fall, and it'll be publicized. We have the papers, plastics, we have metals, 2 types of metals. The steel cans and aluminum cans, and you can put them in the same bin. They have a separator at the recycling center. And then, obviously, we have the electronics that can be recycled and take out to the transfer station. And I think I got everything. There's what is really yard debris is recycled from the city of Buchanan. They have pretty much from April through November, a weekly pickup of yard debris for corporate residents. So that is recycled also. It's composted. And
One thing to mention that Burl does and the members of the Solid Waste Authority is have the children from the schools, 5th graders?
4th graders.
4th graders. I knew I'd probably mess that up. I knew it was 4th or 5th. That they come out during the fall and visit the recycling center. And Burl goes through all of the different motions of recycling and really emphasizes to the children, you know, how important it is and what's able to be recycled, the number 1 and number 2. And he does a great job with that. And, you know, it's so important to start early. They really take the message home to their parents. We believe that. And so they're being educated, and he does a great job with that. So
all 4th graders from all the schools in Upshur County do get the tour of the recycling center. This has been done for at least a dozen years. So if you ask any, let's say, high school student, did you ever go to the recycling center as a 4th grader here in school? They're going to remember that. And we have an opportunity to talk with a lot of them that way. I'm just trying to look to see if anybody's young enough to have been in the 4th grade. You almost make it, but you didn't get to see the 4th grade tour probably.
Well, the city employees do a great job during those times as well. They're running the equipment, showing the students just exactly how they compact it and how they bind it. And of course, they love the heavy equipment, what's that being used. And it's just a really good opportunity, educational and awareness opportunity for our young people. That's where we have to start.
And one last thing is that in 1992-93, the City of Buchanan and the Upshur County Solid Waste Authority entered into a cooperative agreement to build the transfer station, to build the recycling center, and working together. And the job of the Solid Waste Authority was not to do any of the work, but we would help promote and educate and secure grants for that purpose, and that's been done for all those years. It's been a very successful cooperative agreement there, and we continue to do that. So a lot of times we say the Solid Waste Authority, we educate and promote, but they do. The City of Buchanan Waste Collection Board does the work, so we appreciate them.
Well, thank you very much for your presentation, and thank you for the service to our community.
Signing.
Continuing with our items for discussion, action, or approval, we have a communication from the, let's see, Upshur County Development Authority, dated March 26, 2014, requesting approval from the Upshur County Commission. They would like to appoint the following to fill an open position on the Upshur County Development Authority Board. This individual will replace board member Barry Pritz, who has resigned his position effective March 19, 2014. Terms will begin April 1st, 2014 and end June 30, 2016. And the recommended individual is Bob or Robert Skinner from West Virginia Wesleyan College. Is there a motion to accept the recommendation of the Upshur County Development Authority for appointment of Robert Skinner to that authority?
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And in doing so, I presume we accept the resignation of Mr. Pritz as well. Okay. Next, we have a request for part-time employment by Greg Harris. Upshur County Facility Management Director, who requests a seasonal part-time employment of Dwayne Creemans. I'm sorry, going back. Page 10, excuse me, prior to that, he's requested 2 appointments. One would be part-time employment effective April 7th of this year for Juanita Andrews at $8 per hour. Juanita will be working part-time at 29.5 hours per week. Is there a motion to approve Mr. Harris's request for employment on a part-time basis of Juanita Andrews?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next, we have a second request from Mr. Harris, would request the seasonal part-time employment of Dwayne Creemans, effective also April 7th, 2014, at the rate of $8 per hour. Mr. Creemans' term of employment will be 16 weeks, that is 4 months, at 40 hours per week. This will fill one of the 2 vacancies for seasonal groundskeeping employment. This position, as well as the previous position, are non-benefit positions. Do I have a motion to approve Mr. Creeman's employment part-time?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. For information, we have correspondence from the state auditor dated March 28, 2014, and caption notice of approval of the levy estimate budget to Upshur County Commission in accordance with the provisions of Chapter 11, Article 8 of the West Virginia Code as amended. The state auditor of West Virginia hereby approves your levy estimate budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2014. And that is signed by Glenn B. Gaynor III, by Ora A. Ash, Deputy State Auditor, Local Government Services. As stated last week during our commission meeting, we submitted the budget, I believe it was Friday. We received this response the same day, so that tells me they concurred with our assessment that we have a very conservative budget this next fiscal year. Fiscal year, not physical, fiscal year. I appreciate, again, your efforts, staff of the commission and the county commission members and the elected officials who assisted in the preparation of this upcoming fiscal year's budget. It was a cooperative effort, all recognizing that we had to have a conservative budget this year. And we look forward to receiving some information, hopefully next month or so, relative to our carryover, which may be of benefit to some of the agencies that we had to cut earlier. Continuing, we have an ACO prescription drug discount program correspondence, basically giving us January and February numbers. As I gather here, the average savings per individual was $8.14 per prescription, at a percentage savings of $21.82 for the month of February. And those citizens of Upshur County who in January used the NACO prescription discount save an average of $7.66 per prescription at a percent of savings for the price of the prescription of 26.81%. So that is a program which is very cost effective, since it doesn't cost anything for the county to participate in, and it doesn't cost the county residents who partake of that plan anything. So that is a very positive program. And we'd like to get that information out, that it is a program which is available. Next, we have the Upshur County Sheriff's financial statement for the month of February. Figures there to peruse. See the various accounts and funding available or not available, as you may case may be. Next, we have agendas, notices of meetings, and meetings minutes. Of course, now we move to that business which we have every week, it seems, which is the approval of invoices and payment of the bills. Is there any other business before the county at this time? If not, we will proceed with paying the bills.